Hello everyone, it's Tana and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a couple Easter cards using this pretty pink posh, I believe it's called Easter eggs. I'll have it listed down below. Now I'm in my car doing this voiceover, as is par for the course usually lately. And normally it sounds like a soundproof room, but I can hear the spring peepers in the woods. They are so loud. Don't get me wrong, I love that noise, but lets me know spring is here. So here I'm just showing you that I'm stamping out the eggs and I'm using a lot of masks. So I let you skip all that pain, and now you're just going to see me taking the masks off because revealing the card is the best part. Now we do have some opening down at the bottom. Now look at that. Doesn't that look like my masks didn't work? It's actually just positioned enough where the stem of the leaves on the one egg looks like the edge of the egg on the other. But my masks worked. It took me a minute to look at it and realize what was going on. So I marked the center of my card up and down and left to right, and that way it was easier to position my letters. And we're going to cut out Happy Easter. And as I was saying, there was some space down at the bottom of the card, but we're just going to trim around the Easter eggs and layer that over a colored card base. So because I only have one set of these little letters by MFT, we have to do it twice. So I spaced them all out where they needed to be. Used the Gemini Junior, took them all out, and then used the last three letters. And those two dots in the center really helped me with the placement. It was so much easier. And at first I was going to try to line them up so that they were all even, top to bottom. But I figured I'd go for a more fun look that was also a little bit easier, and just kind of turned them this way and that so that it had like a fun pattern to them. And now I'm going to make two cards, one vertical, one horizontal, portrait and landscape. I'm going to use the little letters for this card, and then I used the Stamp Market Skinny Upper Alpha dies for the vertical card. And we're going to do the two cards different ways also. Now you'll see me going back and forth. It's very hard to see where the pattern on the letters are without them being in the card. But I didn't want to leave the letters in the card front because I didn't want the color leaking onto the card front. The letters on the landscape card are going to be colored, and the rest of the card is going to be left black and white. And vice versa on the opposite card. So I don't make you watch all this coloring. We're just going to do these two letters, and then we're going to skip ahead. And I don't know how everybody else is doing, but every day I wake up, I see the numbers in New York tripling. And they're pretty high up there, guys. Can't wait for summer to come, so at least I can spend some time outside. The kids are outside playing. Me, not so much. It was warm today. It was 72. I came out here and had enough time to plant half my seeds, and then a thunderstorm rolled in and it dropped 25 degrees. So there goes that. So now I'm coloring my Easter eggs instead of my letters on this second card. And I'm just going to show you these last two eggs here down on the bottom. And you can use any color scheme you want. I should have did pastel colors on this card because I wanted to do the letters on the first card in light pastel colors, but I was afraid the letters wouldn't show up. And then by the time I got to the second card, I totally forgot that I wanted to use pastel colors. But they still turned out cute. I had this plan as soon as I bought that egg stamp set, which was like a month and a half ago, and I was dying to try it out the way I wanted to do it, so I'm pretty happy with the results. I can't believe I'm still coloring this card, guys. I thought I was done by now. I don't really have anything to report except for the kids are driving me nuts, and I made the joke that Riley has decided to drop out of homeschooling. That kid does not like to do work at home, let me tell you, when it comes to schoolwork. I'm cutting a piece of fun foam here. I measured it out. You don't have to. I just made it smaller than the card front, but made sure that the letters would be covered. And I ended up trying to do it the other way and then flip the card front down and did it from that side. But be careful. Don't push too hard because your sticky fun foam, if it's sticky, will stick to your tabletop or your desktop. And now I'm just going to put those letters in very carefully because I did screw up twice and I carefully had to pry it off with my tweezers to straighten it out a bit. And then you notice I colored all the insides of the certain letters too, like the A and the R. And then we're just going to use some Nouveau Deluxe adhesive and glue that onto our green card base. And then for the other card, it's going to go flat to the card base this time, no fun foam. And I use a piece of double-sided adhesive sheets to cover the two openings of the words. And be very careful again, because this one also stuck, just not as much, to my waterproof mat. And then I placed all my words in there, or my letters in there. And then all the insides of the letters. And then we're going to add some more double-sided tape, and we're going to apply that to a purple card base. And I'm sad to say I did not leave this one totally black and white. I kind of wish I would have. I don't know if I like my doodling as much as I thought I would when I started doing it. So I placed this down on the purple card base, and then I used a Jelly Roll glitter pen that came in a Hero Arts kit. And, well, I guess we didn't get there yet. I'm going over the letters themselves for both cards with a Nouveau clear glitter pen. I forget what it's called, clear gloss pen. And I did both of those letters, or both of those cards. And then I'm going to go over those letters with glossy accents, because even though I did plan on these words, the sentiments blending into these cards, they were blending in a little too much for my liking, and I want people to have to strain their eyes to find the sentiment. It's a little easier to see on this card than it is to see on the portrait card. So I tried adding glitter and glossy accents so that it would be raised a little bit. I did play around with the idea of popping up the sentiments, the letters, with foam tape, but they're just so narrow and small, and the other ones are so small. I did not feel like playing around with the foam tape. So here we are with the glitter pen, and I'm just going around the bottom edge underneath the eggs. Now this part I liked. I like this part. I'm glad that I did it. It's the second part I'm not too sure about. I was like, do I really want to leave those eggs black and white? The answer should have been yes. Okay? And I did not do it. So this is where Jax's new thing is to slap himself in the forehead. Like, duh. And that's when I should have did that to myself. So some of them didn't turn out so bad. But like on that diagonally striped card, I didn't like that. I doodled a little too much on that one. So here's the pictures of the cards. You guys can let me know down in the comments below what you think. And I will be announcing the winner very soon for the glass mat. That giveaway ended on the 25th. And I will be doing April's giveaway very soon. So I hope you guys are all staying safe out there. Stay home. I know it's boring. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.